guys, it's me, Sonia. You ever pulled out your slow cooker and cooked your roast all day for that great Sunday dinner? Well, guess what? Now we don't have to wait all day to have that roast. We're actually going to cook it in the Instant Pot. This is all you need to cook that pot roast, and we're going to cook it in the Instant Pot right now. You ready to give it a try? Come on, let's cook it in an instant. We're going to start out by seasoning our meat. I like to use salt, pepper, a little bit of buttery steakhouse seasoning. Now, what's really important to remember is when you're cooking in the Instant Pot, it seems to kind of take away some of that seasoning. So don't be afraid to make sure you're seasoning your meat really, really good here. Let's head over to our pot and start building up our base. Now, this is what our roast is going to simmer in while it's cooking. So we're going to start out by adding a 14.5 ounce can of beef broth. We're going to pour it directly into the pot. Then we're going to add in what I like to call my secret ingredient, and that is 1 bottle of Italian dressing. I like to use Zesty Italian. Doesn't matter the brand, but it is the secret ingredient that's going to give that roast a nice, good seasoning. By now, you guys know I love my ranch seasoning. So if you have a pack, go ahead and add your pack in. If you have it in bulk like I do, go ahead and put in 2 tablespoons so that we can make sure we're seasoning it up really good. Let's give it a good stir. Mix everything up. Now, here's a little tip. I like for my roast to have a little buttery taste to it. I add in this buttery steakhouse. Now, if you don't have it, it's not a problem. Go ahead and add in some butter if you like, or if you want to omit this altogether, it is okay to just leave it out. Now we have our base ready. Let's go ahead and put our roast into the base. Now here is the question. Everyone's asking, I know, do I put the trivet rack in? It is a preference. If you'd like to go ahead and put the trivet rack in, absolutely. I like to actually submerge my roast directly in those juices. I want it to cook and get all of that juice inside of the roast while it's cooking. And as a final step, I like to go ahead and top mine with a little onion. It just helps when it's cooking, especially within that base. I'm going to go ahead and place the lid on, close it, seal that valve in the back, and we are going to hit pressure cook. And we're going to pressure cook for 90 minutes. Yes, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, when our roast is done, we're going to go ahead and release that pressure in the back by turning that valve and letting it release the pressure. It'll take about 30 or 40 minutes possibly for it to get the pressure out, and then our roast is ready to go. Now here's an extra step for all of you all that like a little pop of color with your roast. Go ahead, after it's cooked, dump in some small potatoes, some carrots, and we're going to close the lid back up and cook for 8 minutes. Close it back up, cook for 8 minutes with it sealed in the back. And here is your finished product. You have your potatoes and carrots that are perfectly cooked inside of your base. The juices are going to taste delicious. I hope you enjoyed it. I cannot wait to hear how your pot roast turned out. And thank you for joining us here at Cooking in an Instant with Sonia. Follow me at Cooking in an Instant with Sonia for more tips and tricks on cooking those instant meals in your Instant Pot.